Good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to the Millennium Stadium, Post Office Road. I'd love to say the weather's balmy, beautiful, sunny summer afternoon at Featherstone, but it's not. It's miserable. Temperature's all right, but we've got winds and horizontal rain as we await Featherstone Rovers and York City Knights. Should be a really good contest, this one, between Brian McDermott's promotion chasers, 3 points adrift of Lee at the very top of the Betfred Championship, in York, currently in 5th position and looking to make inroads and time their run for a charge of their own. Let's confirm the two sides for you. York City Knights, first of all. This is the 7 team named by their head coach, James Ford, who makes his way out onto the pitch, flanked by former Leeds Rhinos grand final winger Chris Clarkson. Joe Brown's the fullback, then it's Brad Ward, James Glover, Levi Edwards and AJ Towse. Brendan O'Hagan in the halves with Liam Harris. Paulie, Will Job, the hooker, and Ronan Michael. And completing the 13, Danny Kermond, Jacob Ogden and Jordan Thompson. The York bench today, Tom Inman, Jack Teenby, Ronan Dixon and Joe Porter. This is your Featherstone Rovers side today. Jack Broadbent is at fullback once again with Briscoe, Leilua, Hall and Lynham, as it was last week at Whitehaven. Same halves, Morgan Smith and Riley Jacks. Up front, Junior Moores starts with Gadwin Springer, the two big men. The starting hooker today is Matty Wildy. And then Brett Ferris, Josh Hardcastle in the second row with the loose forward Jack Bussey, who was excellent, wasn't he, when he moved into play 13 last week. The Featherstone Rovers bench today, Connor Jones, John Davis, Luke Cooper and Sam Essay. Today's match official is Marcus Griffiths. The two sides poised. Joining me for commentary today, his Rovers TV debut, Tyler Heppy. Great to have you with us. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Pretty grateful to be here and have a go at commentating with you.
Well, we'd much rather have you out there. What's your return date? Do we know yet? How far off are you?
Yeah, so I had a high grade 2 MCL tear. Originally it was looking like an operation, but it was just attached by just a thread. So I avoided the surgery, and it was meant to be 8 to 10 weeks, but I'm looking at coming back a good 4 weeks earlier.
Brilliant. Well, that's great news. It'd be great to have Tyler Heppy back to bolster the pack for the run-in. Adam Cuthbertson, assistant coach, makes his way out of the dressing room, so the final words have been said, everything's been done, and we await the entrance of the two sides. Should be tasty today. Salute to Service Day here at Post Office Road. We've already watched the Royal Navy complete a dominant victory over the Great Britain Prison Service. That was a great spectacle, good to watch that in the Navy's preparations for their inter-services games coming up in the next few months, and that served them well, and I'm sure a few of the boys have stuck around to watch this. Here come the York City Knights, welcomed into the rain from their dressing room opposite. It's the white shirt with thin yellow and black horizontal striping, the all black shorts and white socks. And here come Featherstone Rovers. Led out by Riley Jacks today.
Not sure if I can see them in this kit.
Well, I was going to say, Tyler, it's a kit you won't have seen before. It's the camouflage kit. So I like it, actually. It's the special Salute to Service Day military kit that Rovers are wearing today. They're wearing it at the Summer Bash next week, I think, too. You can buy that. That's available in the club shop. I really like it, actually.
That is a lovely kit. Lovely.
I was thinking, actually, coming here, it's a bit of a commentator's nightmare, but luckily the printing on the back is good. Strong white print, numbers and names, as we have the 13-second tackle it window. Blow of the whistle from referee Marcus Griffiths to allow the players to demonstrate their support for the RFL's Tackle It initiative against all forms of discrimination in the game, including racism. And then we're ready to go. Rovers will play down the hill first half. So Craig Hall with a kicking tee, puts his hand in the air and gets us underway on Rovers TV. 1 minute past 3.
That's a good tackle.
And Joey Leilua leads the charge of the cavalry in this camouflage kit with Brett Ferris and Gadwin Springer and Bussey and Wildy getting through some early work as well. York pinned in their own 20 here, around about the 15 with Will Jobb. And up the middle they come, and the big man, unmistakable, Paulie. Jobb again. Springer and Bussey do the job. Solid first defensive set from Brian McDermott's side as the rain continues to thump down here at Post Office Row. Moore's in the tackle with Wildy. It's the last tackle. They're on the 40 here. So they will go. Skinner kick, great kick down the corner. Lynham is flying backwards. He does well to keep it in. But it's a bit of a messy one. And it means Broadbent might get trapped behind his own line here.
It's a good chase from York, that.
Great end to the set, Tyler Heppy, from the Knights. Just skipped away on this greasy surface. Lynham did well to keep it in play. But it means Rovers are going to have to start right at the top of the bank here, right at the top of the hill. Briscoe with his first carry. Wildy with his freshly shaven head said to me before the match, "Are you growing yours?" I said, "No, just a bit of laziness, mate." That's not enough to grow. Gadwin Springer takes the carry. Rovers, like the Knights, will have to kick on 40. I beg your pardon, Riley Jacks. Early tester for the fullback Brown, who does well. Solid first set and a kick from both sides, Tyler.
Yeah, it's great first two exchanges, and I think we're in for a good game today. Both teams look up for it. Should be.
Brian McDermott speaking to him during the week admits this is a bit of a wobble, bit of a slump, but the good thing about that is that Rovers have still been getting the results. Of course, the Batley home reverse aside, yes, a concern about the amount of points being conceded, but the results still coming in. Oh, first penalty given away by Featherstone Rovers on their own 40. Joey Leilua penalised.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if that was a strip or just due to the conditions it just slipped out, but oh well, happens.
First decision made by the referee, Marcus Griffiths, today in his neon pink shirt, black shorts, black socks. So first opportunity to attack the line goes to the Knights here. Let's see what they're made of. It's O'Hagan popping it up to Ronan Michael, the fop forward. Then it's Will Jobb wearing 9 in the red and white skull cap. Oh, he's given a hospital pass, but it will work. And York are towards the line and they're going to score. AJ Towse in the corner. It looked like an awful ball, but it worked well. And AJ Towse is the extra man, and Rovers concede early. York lead 4-0. Tyler, where did that come from?
Yeah, I just think the halfback had a little dummy, and it sort of caught our guys looking, and then they both lunged for him and just come up with the miss.
It looked like he was going to get. It looked like a hospital pass to me. It looked like he was going to catch it and get absolutely cleaned out. Yeah. Somehow he managed to step out of it.
Yeah, if you just look before he sort of catches it, he's looking the opposite way. The young hooker and Will Jobb tied up and made the heads look the opposite way. So it was good work by him.
So York strike first. It's the left winger, AJ Towse. And that will be very pleasing for the York management, who are sitting just behind us, just underneath our commentary gantry. See James Ford there in his pristine sky blue shirt with a headset on, flanked by my old mate Chris Clarkson. A builder by trade now. Now, what about the
they'll be
kick? He's
missing
missed
him out
it.
there today. He's a big part of what they do. Clarkson, very, very good player, tough. Does all the 1% as well. So, be interesting to see how they go without him.
Always struck me as an unsung hero.
Yeah, definitely. I think
of every side he's played in.
Yeah, every side he's played in, and all his teammates, he's always been highly regarded.
You would have played with him at Cass, wouldn't you?
No, he left before my time.
Oh, okay.
But
anyway, 4-0. How do Rovers respond to this setback? They've had to get used to falling behind a couple of times, Brian's side recently. And an early 4 on the board up the hill for York as the sun tries to force its way out from behind the rain clouds. It's going to be rainbow territory, I think, on the drive home. Paulie. Gadwin Springer goes for a big hit and doesn't miss. He's been great, hasn't he, since he arrived?
Yeah, he brings a lot of aggression and good line speed, does Gadwin.
It's a kick on the 4th by the Knights. It's going to be Briscoe in his bright orange boots to pick it up.
There's a good carry by Briscoe. He's always strong, gets a quick play the ball.
He's one of those players I'd put in the unsung hero category as well.
Yeah,
the amount of work he does for you guys in the back.
Definitely. Gets the boys on the front foot 9 times out of 10, always leaving blokes on the floor.
Oh, Broadbent earns his side a penalty. That'll do for Rovers.
That's lovely. For me, that stemmed from Briscoe, getting everyone on the front foot. York just couldn't contain him, and it just scattered their defensive line.
So, first opportunity for Featherstone Rovers to attack the York City Knights line. Scoring points hasn't been a problem all season. Gadwin Springer sets his sight, runs right at the post. They're 10 away with Wildy. Smith to his right, that's where he goes. He's got Leilua outside, he gives it to the big man. Can Joey get there? No, he can't. A couple of metres short, Brett Ferry says, I'll take over. Dummy half. I think he's wiped the tackle count, has he here? I think this is back to 0. Springer realises that and just takes the hit right in front of the sticks. Wildy, change of direction to the left. Bussey joins in. Jacks promotes the ball. Now then an opportunity. It's Hardcastle left side. Best opportunity of the match for Featherstone. Wildy the dummy half, 2 from the line. He's got Junior Moores lurking. Gadwin Springer will score. The two props combine. Junior to Springer. And Gadwin pounces to level the match for Featherstone.
Yeah, you can't not come in on Junior. He's just too big, too strong. So, you know, as a defender, you have to come in on him, and it just opened up beautifully for Gadwin, and he gets his presence by supporting.
Great moment for Gadwin Springer. And it's one that's got Featherstone back on level terms. And Craig Hall right in front of the sticks here will give Featherstone a lead. Craig Hall, no mistake, out of the ground. Rovers conceded first, but a great response. And they lead by 6 points to 4. First Featherstone try of the season for Springer. He was here last season though, of course, remember, scored one then too. And this one gives Brian McDermott's side the lead. James Glover with a left boot. Oh, and it's Springer who fields the kickoff. Juggled it like a slip fielder in cricket off an edge. Oh, and York give Featherstone another penalty. This is more like it. That one was on the 30. So the tide has turned the last few minutes here after AJ Towsey's try. Craig Hall will try and find touch here. He's come off the outside of the boot, but he's made a decent touch. He's gone onto the roof. What's going on with this summer weather, Tyler Heppy?
Oh, that's England for you.
36 degrees during the week, and now we got this.
Well, it was about 23 this morning on the way in.
Crazy. But this is a nice little purple patch Featherstone are having on Rovers TV. As always, let us know where you're listening to us. You can find me on Twitter @GeorgieBoy or use the hashtag #RoversTV. Either way, I'll find it. It's always nice to hear where you're listening from, and I'll give you a shout out. But we'll watch this first as Wildy shows the dummy. Grounded by Jacob Ogden, wearing 4 but playing in the pack today. Brett Ferris, standing start for Brett. Little grubber kick through, great kick.
That's good work.
Oh, that's a really nice option because on this slippy surface, Joey Leilua is able to pounce and trap them in goal, and they'll get another set of 6. He's got a nice little kicking game, hasn't he, for a big man, Brett Ferris?
Yeah, he definitely brings that next element. You know, there's not many back rows that can thread a ball through like Fez. It just allows the boys to add a different dimension to that right edge.
So York drop out. It's a difficult one. Oh, he's taking it well in the midriff. Morgan Smith, and then says to Gadwin Springer, "You have a go, big man." He does just that. Rovers try scorer today. Wildy in the blue boots goes to his left-hand side. Riley Jacks pops it up to Junior Moores. It's been a good start for the 2 prop forwards. Matty Wildy left of the post. Back in field to Riley Jacks. Runs at the line himself. Riley this time.
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of that today, you know, especially with the ball being wet. If the halves are going to catch it badly, I'm imagining they're just going to take it in.
And that's what Morgan Smith does. Couple to go this set. They're right on the line. Wildy, can he find it? Way through. Self Matty Wildy.
Nice.
Dollies his way over. The Knights were caught cold. And Wildy waltzes through. Rovers extend their lead to 10 points to 4.
That's good work by Wildy, using his 5'5" frame. It's very, very hard to handle close to the line.
You're not that big for a prop. How tall are you?
Oh, about 6'4", me, you know, 105 kilos. Oh, not the biggest, but can still do the damage.
Great experience there.
Tell you what, it's lovely to see these fans here. You know, there's a handful of them standing in the rain. That's special.
Yeah, it's what makes it. Getting this place bouncing. So I was at Heading on Thursday night watching Leeds Wigan. You know, I grew up on that south stand, and I haven't seen or heard it like that for years, Tyler. The way the crowd got behind their side. And Rowan Smith afterwards said it was like having 14 men playing.
Yeah.
It's that big a difference. It's the same when I come here, when the crowd get involved. Well, you'll know better than me because you're out there. Hall,
yeah, definitely.
It through.
There's nothing like lining up to take a big carry and the fans are behind you.
2 from 2 for Hall. He only needs, I think, 6 more points to reach 300 for the season. And Rovers have a 12-4 lead. Hello to Jamie, Miss P, Callum and Lucy. Listening in from Kefalonia, steady 35 degrees, Jamie says. Come on, the boys, let's have a riot before the big bash. Well, it's been a good start here, conceding Jamie that early try, but great response. 2 unanswered tries from the pack in Springer and Wildy, both converted by the boot of Craig Hall. And hello to Knowlesy as well, listening from sunny Cleethorpes. Come on, lads, up the Rovers. Let us know where you're listening. Let us know what you think of the performance so far. Let us know what you think of Tyler Heppy's commentary debut. That's what I want to know. If he's got another month or so, you know, he might have to get used to this.
Nah, mate. A couple of weeks from now,
couple of weeks.
Back. Yeah, I was aiming for the league game, you know, so that would have been. That's a lovely hit by Paulie.
Paulie on line, but Lynham brushes it off and said, "I'm still going." Wildy Jacks and Smith. He's going to kick early. Looking for Briscoe and Leilua. Right-hand side, the fullback gets there, takes it well. Joe Brown. Oh, and Rovers are offside. And that allows York a bit of respite.
I would have really liked to see the boys catch him and drive him back and then goal there, but you know, that's an easy get out. We can't afford to give too many of them away today.
Oh, that one almost made its way up to the commentary gantry. So York will tap on their 30 here, trailing by 12 points to 4. York working over to the right-hand side.
Good defence, good defence.
They've had 16 minutes already. Where has that gone? Rovers, well, they've conceded a try and a couple of penalties. So they're doing a lot right as well.
I really like Bussy in the middle. He brings a lot of line speed.
He was fantastic last week in Whitehaven at 13.
He brings a lot of line speed and just a different dimension. I'd like to see the other boys sort of get up with him.
So last tackle this, they're going to run it and then just dab one over the top. Lynham says to Broadbent, that's yours. He's going to be caught in goal here though. And it's going to be a Rovers dropout. Good end to set, York. That's twice he got up the field and twice they've had a very good end to set. And they're going to get the ball back here. And the dropout fielded by the fullback Joe Brown and then given to Paulie and just runs straight at Matty Wildy. He'll be feeling that for a couple of days.
He's a tough cookie, is Matty. He's always there or thereabouts.
Shrugs it off, they're straight down the middle again with Ronan Michael. They're right in front of the sticks here. 12-4 Rovers lead, but they're defending their line. Brendan O'Hagan attacking the line. Goes behind, everyone gives it to his fullback. It looked like obstruction, it had to be obstruction. Joe Brown has touched down, but the referee says it was obstruction. Clear as day. Ran round the back of the dummy runner, and Rovers regain possession here, leading as they do 12 points to 4. Joey Leilua will tap it to himself on 20 and then run right through Jordan Thompson. Was he at Cass like you, Thompson?
No, he's before my time as well.
There's Wildy and Bussy. Great hand, great soft hands, Bussy to Moores. Right on halfway here with Wildy. Bussy again. Again breaking through. Held is the shout. Couple to go with Wildy. Jack's left side. They're going to run it. Hardcastle with a nice little kick. Can Hall get there? It's going to be too much. Just dribbles, but not a bad end to set. Yeah, right in the far corner.
Not too
bottom
bad.
of the hill.
It's a tough place to come out of, that bottom corner.
Hello to Mark Ashton up the Rovers. The Linthwaite one is listening, he says. Great commentary as usual. Thank you very much, Mark. Good to hear from you. Paulie's coming off for a breather. He's had his first 19 minutes. That'll do him. He's a big unit, isn't he? Blimey. York have possession and they've knocked on.
He's had a look. He's had a look there.
James Glover was already thinking, where am I going to pass this? He's not even caught it yet. I think one of the Rovers' big men had come into his vision and that's why he dropped the ball. So what a chance.
Yeah, it was big Josh. You know, since his injury, he's packed on a bit of weight and pretty intimidating, so I'm not surprised that he dropped the Skittles there.
So, great chance for Featherstone to find try number 3. Wildy from the base of the scrum. Jackson Broadbent into the line. Oh, did he take one high there? Looked a little bit naughty, yes. I think the touch he gave that. Ref was going to let that go. Oh, was he given offside instead? All right, so the smash around the face was okay.
Same result. It's all right.
Same result. Here's Springer towards the line. He wants another one, you know. Go on, big man. Junior Moores is coming for a break. Coops is on. Wildy on his own again. Not this time.
We needed someone out the back of that for Wildy.
What about Luke Cooper with his first touch here, perhaps? Broadbent dancing towards the line with those twinkle toes of his. First receiver is Luke Cooper. He's desperate to score with his first touch. Again, they go behind him. Jack, Springer, standing start for Gadwin.
Need to get some shape there.
So they'll regroup. Wildy, Smith, right edge. Smith towards the line, that's what he does. Steps off the right, he's held up over the line. Held up over the line here. So Rovers take it back 10 on the last. Wildy, Leilua. Short ball, Ferris, was that played out? It's gone for York hands. Had to be. It's going to be Featherstone ball. And that's a great end to the set. That was the last.
Yeah, it's a good result. I'm not
good.
Sure it
quick
was
hands
planned,
between Leilua and Ferris.
Yeah, there's some experience on this right edge, and they're really working well together today. Now that Junior Moores is off, I'd like to see Bussy sort of step up in the middle and get the boys shaped up.
Scrum down in front of the post. Smith and Broadbent. This is where Rovers can be dangerous. Towards the line they go with Hardcastle over the line. Oh, he's millimetres short, in fact. Wildy sniffing around for another try. Oh, he's caught. He's wrapped up. Good defence. That was Danny Kermond. Hardcastle to Bussy. Bit of fizz has gone out of this attack. Bussy towards the line. Powers, he's over again. Has he scored? Has Bussy got the ball down? He shouldn't have done, but he has. Bussy just set his sights and carried the Knights team with him. And Jack Bussy scores try number 3 of the afternoon. Rovers extend their lead to 16 points to 4.
Yeah, Bussy by name and Bus by nature. He's just too hard to handle that close to the line. Too big, too wide, too heavy. You can't stop him.
He had no right to score there. 3 tries from the Rovers pack so far. Springer, Bussy and Wildy. And Hall has another one bang in front of the post. 11 tries of 2022 for Jack Bussy. A few games out injured as well, so a decent return. And Hall makes no mistake. And Rovers lead by 18 points to 4. Do let us know where you're listening to us today. Look us up on Twitter at Georgie Boyle with the hashtag RoversTV. Always like to hear from you. And Rovers at the moment holding sway. And Craig Hall moves to within 4 points of 300 for the year. As York kick off deep again. Smith takes it and says to Luke Cooper, off you go, son. And he does. Right to left. Elsewhere, Lee are leading Whitehaven after 25 minutes, 28-0. Featherstone Lee next week. at Big Bash. Stoppage in play. Some treatment required. There's a clash of heads, I believe. So you're not missing anything. Do drop us a message. Love to hear from you. Thanks to Louis, who called me out the back of the stand having sausage and chips about an hour ago. Gadwin Springer has been almost as standout as the boneless box you were enjoying pre-match, George. It was only chips, mate. There was no chicken in there, unfortunately, just chips. There was a sausage as well. A bargain at £6.50.
Loves a sausage, my mate.
Saw me coming, didn't they? We're back underway. Thompson putting a hit on Bussey. Helped out by Jacob Ogden. Oh, and Leigh Lewis put it behind Briscoe. He's trying to say it hit a York hand. I think the referee's agreeing with him here. Might have got away with one there, Joey, because Rovers are going to retain possession. And we've got 13 and a half to go. What do you think Brian McDermott will have made of this so far, Tyler?
Yeah, I think he'll be definitely happy with the attack when we get down into good ball. Could probably fix up a bit of structure a bit better down there as well, though. In terms of defence, I think there's a bit more to work on there, but the boys are doing good.
Wildy on the 40 with Hardcastle. Riley Jacks, change of direction, Morgan Smith. Broadbent's knocked on his own 40. Unforced error from Rovers. And this will give York another opportunity to attack the Featherstone line. He was under a bit of pressure from someone he'll know well, from the setup at Leeds, Levi Edwards. And here come York. Jubb is the dummy half. They're on 40 here with Thompson. Ronan Dixon off the bench wearing 15 takes the next carry. Central position here. They're 30 away from the Rovers line. Good, strong drive from Jack Teamby, met by Hardcastle and Springer. What a stint from Gadwin, by the way. Thompson again. Rovers fans on the far side wanted a forward pass. They had a better view with it than I. They're 20 away, off the outside of the right boot, towards the post, far too deep, poor kick.
Too much.
Poor from Brendan O'Hagan, who's got more quality than that.
Yeah, I think the Ginger General will be a bit upset with that kick.
And off goes Broadbent, the Ginger General. He's normally inch perfect with those.
It's good to see him back out there. I know
Yeah.
he's suffered with a lot of injuries, Brendan, but
Yeah, really good player. I like him a lot. There's Briscoe.
it's a good carry again. Big Gadwin, he's enjoying himself today.
Oh, and he promotes again to Cooper. He's played half an hour here.
Yeah,
Gadwin.
He's really developed his engine, Gadwin. I know that's something he's been working on.
Early
It's
kick.
good to see him out there playing some great minutes.
Oh, Ferris has gone high. High shot from Ferris.
That's a soft penalty for me, mate. It's wet, comes up, but
It's
it
the
happens.
It's the York fans you can hear because they're right under us. The murmurings, they want more action here. I don't think there was much in that. I think he just got his bearings a bit wrong. Chasing down the kick. Smith threaded through an early kick. Ferris head after it. It was just his loose left arm that caught it. Another kick up towards us. Underneath the gantry, I think it might have taken someone out in the crowd. A few oohs and ahs. Half an hour played on Rovers TV.
I think we missed it, but JD's come on for Bussy. I think
Yeah, it's John Davis.
Looked a bit of a nasty tackle. Bussy was involved in a few sets before.
Yeah,
it's good to see JD out there.
Yeah, he's not had many minutes recently, has he?
No, yeah.
Oh, what a shot from Cooper!
That's great work by Cooper. But yeah, it's great to see the little nugget JD out there again.
Well, Cooper's putting a huge shot and it's turned over possession. The ball came free. Suddenly Rovers attacking the line. Gadwin Springer's coming off. What a stint from the big man. Junior Moore's back on. Oh, and have Rovers just knocked on. I think while we were watching that substitution, Hardcastle has knocked on at the play the ball. So an opportunity to attack the line has been given up here, and York will have the ball back themselves. We've got 9 minutes to go until the break, and now York knock on. It's a knock-on-a-thon.
Yeah, that ball will be like a bar of soap out there with the weather like this. Be interesting to see if the teams change tactics.
A great chance here, right under the post again with Davis, Smith and Ferris, Lulawai. Forward pass. Joey was over.
Joey Lulawai or
Joey Lulawai, yeah.
Hey.
Joey Lulawai. Lelu was over there, but it was the last pass, wasn't it, that was forward?
Yeah, just slightly.
It's a shame because outside Leilua there were 2 extra men. They'd have bypassed Joey there, that Rovers would have scored. So rain is really thumping down now, blimey, look at this. Hi to one of our regular listeners, David Fowler. Listening with wife Becky, daughter Grace, Bobby, mum Pauline and the in-laws, Phil and Muriel. Keep up the great work. Absolute pleasure, David. Hope you're enjoying it. Let's hope we can bring you another Rovers victory and get a head of steam up ahead of the meeting with Lee at Headingley Stadium next Saturday night at Summer Bash. Can't wait for that. Forward pass. And, wow, the errors are really starting to mount up now. Featherstone get it back. 7.5 to go, leading by 18 points to 4.
I think the bench have come on and added a lot of stiffness in defence, which is nice to see.
Here's Craig Hall, not really said his name much. First real dart with ball in hand, I think. Over on the left side, 18 away, Lynham from dummy half. Well shackled. The marker brought him right down, Wildy in. Goes blind side, goes short side here, Wildy. And catches York offside. Very clever, Matty Wildy. He knew they were bound to be offside. Ran straight at them and gets his side a penalty. If you were late tuning in, 18-4, 3 tries to 1. Rovers scorers, Gadwin Springer, Matty Wildy and Jack Bussey. And here's John Davis running at the post. Here is Wildy. Riley Jacks on his right shoulder. Short ball to Junior Moores. Reversing towards the line. Takes 4 York City Knights jerseys to halt his progress. Wildy. Back to the left with Riley Jacks stuttering his way. 5 metres away. Outside him to the left, Wildy has got Hardcastle and Hall. Everyone else back inside him right. That's where he comes. Cooper. Runs straight at the post. Jacks has stayed down. Wildy. Morgan Smith. Ferris. Short ball. Briscoe can't take it. It was round his ankles. And it's into touch, and Riley Jacks has got a problem.
Yeah, I think that's his bad ankle. He's been nursing that for a while. Be unfortunate if he has to come off. He's a big part of this team.
He's been a fantastic servant this season. I was talking to Paul Rowley during the week, Tyler, the Salford Red Devils head coach, We were talking about Brodie Croft, who was picked up. No one else wanted him in Australia, picked him up and been given a bit of TLC and is flourishing. And in the same conversation, he said, much like someone like Riley Jacks, who's been brought over and is absolutely flourishing. And I thought that was high praise for him.
Yeah, definitely coming from roles like that. He knows his footy, so I mean, if anyone that gets a compliment from people of that stature, it's always in high regard.
Well, Connor Jones is going to come on. Riley Jacks has been helped off. He's limping behind the post. And that's not great news.
So that'll put Matt Wild to half and Connor Jones in at 9. I'd like to see Jack Broadbent sort of present himself out the back a bit more in our attacking structure. I think we're missing that a little bit at the moment.
It doesn't look good for Riley Jacks. Oh, and Weldy's gone high, but gets away with that. I think he was up off the shoulder first. Referee says it's fine. Jacks hobbling gingerly around the side. 6 again for York. Hall getting involved.
That's a great hit by Hall. You don't see him dish out much of that, but that's lovely.
And again,
he was working again from marker. That's what you want your leaders to stand up.
You know what? Often you see this when a team sees one of their mates get injured, they all just have a little spell, don't they, where they get fired up. So let's go into battle for him type of mentality.
Yeah, it's always a time that people need to step up.
Or
and
it could be another
to see the boys answer.
York have possession. I think 2 to go this set. Paulie. And this is the last.
Lovely.
So the ball's come free. Has it been ripped out?
That's a...
Oh, it's a soft one.
That's great.
Oh, he's given it Featherstone Rovers. Beg your pardon. I thought he'd given a penalty first of all.
Yeah, he did. I think he got it from the touch.
Touch just overruled him. Yeah,
I think they've done a good job on Paulie this game so far. He was definitely one that was talked up during the week that needed to be handled.
Just looking down from our commentary position, which is the best seat in the house, to the Rovers bench. Riley Jacks is just consulting with the club doctor and the club physio at the moment. He's actually got blood all over his arm. That's not the injury, it's the ankle. And he's been helped straight down the tunnel, unfortunately, Riley Jacks. So we'll get some injury news with Brian after the match on that. But that obviously doesn't look good with the league game next weekend. Still no Jonathan Ford, of course. Still not made his first start. Wonder if we can get him back in time for next week.
Yeah, he was in the gym today, looking well. I think he's not far off as Fordo. He'll add a lot of direction to this team.
Ball's gone to ground. It's got a bit sloppy, this, isn't it? It's a sloppy spell in the game.
Yeah, it was bound to happen with the weather like this. Like I said earlier, it's interesting to see if anyone changes their tactics. You know, it'd be a shame to see people start tucking the ball, but at the same time, the ball needs to be cherished in a game like this when the weather's like this.
It's Tyler Heppy's voice you can hear on Rovers TV today, making his commentary debut with us. Do let us know where you're listening, what you're doing. Anything else, any shout-outs you want. If you hop on Twitter, either send me a message at Georgie Boy or just tweet to the Featherstone Rovers account using the hashtag of Rovers TV. Either way, I'll pick it out. I'll give you a shout. Because you are what make our coverage. It's always great to hear from you. It's a bit of a messy period of the game. And Hall puts another big one on. And he's dislodged the ball. He's a man possessed today.
Yeah, he's had a few great tackles so far, Hawley.
Well, he's got possession back for his side. Could that be a try assist in a way? Because Rovers now attacking the line. Final throws of the first half. 18-4 Featherstone lead with Junior Moores. Smith and Ferris. Right side 10 away. Only Leilua and Briscoe outside right. Everyone to Connor Jones's left. That's where he comes. Gives it to Smith. Moores wants it. Just pop up pass to Moores. falls on his knees on the 10 in front of the sticks. Jones has got 4 to his right, everyone else left. He's going to come right. Morgan Smith is there. Ferris is there. Oh, and again he promotes the ball behind Briscoe. And a few frustrated noises from the Rovers fans. It was the right play, just poor execution. As Broadbent consoles Brett Ferris, who throws that one straight into touch. And it'll be York ball on their own 10-metre line. Ferris with a big contact. He'll be frustrated in himself there. Just both sides have gone sloppy last 10 minutes. Riley Jacks' injury, the other big news story first half. Penalty given away by, is that by Junior Moores?
Yeah, I don't,
he has a go back at the
harsh
ref.
call. I mean, the third man comes in and the ball is dislodged.
Oh, that's coming up here. Oh, my word.
That was for you, that.
One of these days, it's never happened yet. That's the closest. All it needed was for me to be looking at you, and I would have taken that slam in the face. Will Job, closing moments of the first half. Moores completes the tackle with Connor Jones. Poorly, poor ball. Good pick-up though. And Kerman plays the ball with Job and Thompson, and poorly. Jones gets round his ankles, but he offloads, and York are going to score just before half-time. Joe Brown. Well, the big man made it, poorly, down the middle, the offload, and then it was fullback on fullback. Brown against Broadbent, and Brown gave Broadbent the stare, gave him the step, put him on his backside, and York have hauled themselves right back into this contest on the stroke of half-time. 18-8 with a kick to come under the post. And suddenly it's game very much on. Because it is right in front of the sticks for James Glover, the kicker. And we're going to be heading into the break with Rovers' lead trimmed to 18 points to 10. Brian McDermott makes his way down. Are you going to pop into the dressing room at half-time, Tyler, or are you going to stay away?
Oh, I'm not too sure, mate. Depends if they got any snacks in there. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I think if we just crisp up our good ball a bit more and don't force the pass too much, I don't think York can stick with us. At the moment, it's just our own errors keeping them in this game. You know, a few of their tries have come off little plays off certain players, but it's nothing too much we can't handle. If we just tighten up in good ball, I think this game's ours, definitely.
Well, there's the hooter. Craig Hall doesn't even get to kick off. Tyler Heppy makes his way. He'll rejoin us for the second half. And Rovers and York bring an end to the first half. Half-time on Rovers TV. Do stick with us for the second half, because it's game on. Half-time, Rovers lead by 18 points to 10. Well, strap yourselves in, everyone. This could be a very interesting 40 minutes. The players back out. The lead is 8. The conditions are awful and worsening. Heavy rain at the moment as York return to the field. Featherstone lead 18 points to 10. Try scorers Springer, Wildy and Bussey. But injuries to Riley Jacks and to Bussey, who hasn't reappeared, has he?
No. I think didn't look too well the way Bussey got twisted up in that tackle. Hopefully he's going to be all right for next week.
So 2 injuries for Rovers first half. 2 very key men, Bussey and Jacks. So we'll await further news on that. But as it is, there's a match to win here. York get us underway.
That's a great catch, mate, by Smith.
Morgan Smith flying onto the ground in these soaking wet conditions. Here are Rovers on their own 20. You'll see a lot more dropped ball, I think, second half. The errors started to creep in the second half of the first period. Conditions awful. That heat wave feels like months ago now. Jones, Wildy might kick early, he does. Playing in the halves, Matty Wildy with Riley Jacks off, but it's straight to Joe Brown, the York Knights fullback who scored that try just before the break, which has given his side fresh hope.
Just wonder if everyone that was complaining last week about the weather being too hot, if they're complaining about it now. And that is a lovely hit by John Davis there.
I think a happy medium would be nice. Between the wall of heat that we all suffered with and this monstrosity that we're playing in now.
Would you rather the heat or the rain like this?
I prefer this, honestly.
Oh, well. Lucky you live in the right place then, mate.
I live in Manchester, so this is 24/7, 52 weeks of the year, this. This is the kind of weather I love to run in and play football in. Yorker on halfway, last tackle. O'Hagan under pressure from Davis, goes high. It's going to be Lynham's ball, guts there well and takes it well. Good chase though. York have travelled in decent number.
Well, that's a good call by the ref. That was just popped out by Kerman there.
Penalty Rovers. Must be a couple of hundred York fans beneath us, making a bit of noise. Tell you something, that the one terrace to our right has only about a couple of dozen hardy souls, because that's the one place you will get wet. Ball's come out again. This time it's a knock on. Josh Hardcastle. It's the York fans you can hear. It's going to be a tough half, this, in atrocious conditions. Already, I think, 2-3 errors. First 2.5 minutes. Second half. And everyone down there is getting absolutely soaked. O'Hagan feeds the scrum, gets it back off Job, catches it one-handed. And Rovers are offside. Oh dear. Very, very shaky start to the second half. And suddenly, York are on the Featherstone line. Do keep your messages coming. What do you think of this second half? Big hit, Junior Moores. Had to be. Jack Teenby was the man who clattered into him. Job to O'Hagan. Those two linking up again. Switch of direction to Jordan Thompson. They're right in front of the post here. 15 away. O'Hagan. Delayed ball behind the line and then floated over the top. And York will score in the corner. Brad Ward flying in like Superman. And Featherstone caught right at the start of the second half, as they were the start of the first. And Rovers lead now only by 4 with a kick to come. And this has suddenly got very interesting.
Yeah, that's a poor read by the winger there. He needed to hold his chalk and let the boys come from the inside.
Yeah, it's Lynham flying out, floated pass over. Brad Ward did the rest. 18-14. It's a touchline conversion attempt from Liam Harris. It's 1 metre in from this right touchline. He's taking it back 22. It's a really tough kick in these conditions. Tough kick anyway. The York fans will tell us because they're sitting right behind it. Short run up. Oh, it looks good, you know. Beauty. And it's a 2-point game. Rovers 18. York 16. As the floodlights come on with 6 minutes gone.
That's a great result.
And York
for the boys.
have made a real hash of that. The kick's gone dead. And Rovers will get the ball back off a dropout. So an opportunity up the hill. These got to be up there with the worst conditions we've had this season. That's saying something, the way the first couple of months were. York are going to drop out under the sticks. 1 bounce, Morgan Smith. Then John Davis, first carry. Just need to be a bit wiser. Play one up for a bit. Cooper. Paulie. Lands him on his backside. Jones to Wildy. Then Morgan Smith. Now Broadbent. And now Leilua right side. You can almost hear the rain on the top of the stands. 3 tries apiece here. As Moores waltzes into the line. Offloads! It should be 6 to go here for Jones, and it is. There was a York hand on that. 6 to go from 10 away. Broadbent, change of direction, runs at Paulie. You won't be doing that again. Jones, the dummy half, right in front of the sticks. Moores, point blank range, another offload. Goes behind Jones. Then he straightens up and goes for the line. Can Jones get there? He is over, but he's held up. Electric turn of pace. But he'll take it back to 10. Davis and Wildy. Now then Craig Hall. Hall's dropped it, kicks it into touch. He's had a shocker. And Hall apologises. Just got ahead of himself there. Dropped the ball, tried to make the knock on into a grubber and ended up just kicking it into touch anyway. Not one for the Craig Hall highlights reel. 32 minutes to go. And it gets even worse there. I'll tell you something, I was going to have to get my car washed tomorrow. That saved me £6. That's how bad it is here. If you're listening somewhere where the weather's nice, do let us know. I know we have some regular listeners further afield. It always makes me smile where you're listening from. Do let us know. And at the moment, it's a real arm wrestle. 9 minutes gone, second half. Briscoe retrieves the kick just about, keeps it in the field of play. Then he sets off. The chase is good from Thompson and then Kermond. Then Lynham sets off and runs at the line himself, the big left winger. Wildy back at hooker now. Interchanging by the look of it, him and Connor Jones. Moores through the forwards to Cooper. Powerful leg pumping run, Luke Cooper. And then Jones. Couple to go this set, the 20 away Rovers. Looking for their first score after half time. Wildy to Hardcastle. No way through. 15 away on the last. Wildy's to the left, it'll be his kick. It's a left-footed grubber kick through. And York stay in the field of play, but they'll have to start 1 metre from their own line.
Be nice to see the boys defend all 6 tackles in the 30 here. Prime position to do so.
Junior Moore slips on his backside with no one near him. That's, I'll tell you how wet and heavy the grass is at the moment. Well, they're doing the job defensively at the moment. That's Jones and Ferris in the wrestle. They're only up to 15 here, York. And then they'll break 20. It's the last tackle, they're only on 20.
That's a great defensive set. They've kept them in the 20. Hard place to kick out of.
And it goes long, and Broadbent's
catching
position's
it on the
good.
40. That's what we need to keep doing to stay in this game.
Will get over halfway on the kick return here. Sam Essay comes on for his first minutes. Lynham has a laugh in the tackle with Kermond. Hardcastle. Sam Essay is lurking, first receiver right side. He wants to get his hands on the football as soon as possible. Jones sees him and he'll give him the ball. And here is Sam Essay. Great carry, great first carry, Tam. 25 away, Rovers. Wildy goes on his own. Gets a penalty for his side for a high shot. Kermond it was. I think he was a bit unfortunate there because Wildy kind of slipped into him.
Yeah, it's going to happen when you're 5'5". You know, he's not the tallest of blokes, so that's sort of all you've got to aim for.
Oh, look at this. Craig Hall's going to go for goal. He's going to take the 2. And that'll tell you everything you need to know. We've got 28 minutes to go. 18-16 the Rovers lead, and Craig Hall's taking the 2.
I think that's the smartest thing to do, especially in these conditions.
He's kicked 3 of 3. This is...
Sometimes it serves as a reset.
Yeah. This is about 13 metres left to the post, and he makes no mistake, Craig Hall. So just keeps the scoreboard ticking over and resets things, as Tyler Heppy says.
Successful penalty goal for Featherstone Rovers, sponsored by East Yorkshire Shutters. Number 4, Craig Hall.
And York drill one along the ground, looking to get it to zip up off the surface. And Morgan Smith controls it football style, does well. Briscoe brings it back. And here come Rovers with Jones. That's got the crowd going. Smith to Junior Moores. Hardcastle, it opens up for him. Can they find a little purple patch here, Featherstone? Wildy pulls outside him, he just takes it up on his own. Oh, I was just about to say 2 tackles to go this set, and the referee has said back to 0. So they got 6 from here. Moores, 15 metres away and counting from the York City Knights line. Central position in front of the sticks. Davis back to Morgan Smith. Changes direction, comes back left. Broadbent. Jones this time, got Davis on the short ball. Big contact, Kerman keeps him out. Then Jones on his own, Jones over the line! Has he been held up or has he scored here? Jones thinks he's scored, the referee agrees. Connor Jones with a big try.
That's great, that's exactly what the boys needed to lift them. Jonesy's come on and definitely done that, coming off the bench and lifted the team with his damaging runs, quick play the balls, and he deserves everything he gets by getting out quick there at dummy half, and as a great hooker does, always scores.
Number 9, Connor Jones.
Boy, Rovers needed that. 4th try of the game, all from the pack. The 2 hookers, Jones and Wildy, Springer and Bussey. As the rain tips down again here at Post Office Road. It's an 8-point game with this kick to come. Exactly the same position from where he slotted over the penalty a few minutes ago, just to the left of the post. Oh, he sent that one wide. So a rare Craig Hall miss, 4 from 5, and it remains 24 points to 16. 10 tries this year for Connor Jones, into double figures. Keep your messages coming to Rovers TV. Let us know where you're listening to us from. It's at Georgie Boy on Twitter or hashtag Rovers TV. And Featherstone Rovers have an 8-point lead, 24-16 in awful conditions. Sam Essay. That's a great kick. An early kick in the tackle count. It's caught York cold there. Up the hill. And it's a 40-20, says the referee. Just check with his touch judge. Great early kick. And what an opportunity this gives to Rovers. And Essay doesn't mess about. He's already off here towards the post. Morgan Smith. Wildy, Broadbent, floated ball. Can Lynham get there?
Great try.
Tom Lynham scores for Rovers.
It's good to see the boys, everyone on the same page there, everyone running the right lines. Big Sam set up at the post, lovely.
And Tom Lynham gets over for the first time for Featherstone. I loved the experience there. He just went to ground so early, knowing that it's so wet. He would just glide over the line. And it's a 28-16 lead. Lynham's try.
Wearing number 36, Tom Lynham.
Well-deserved try.
And Craig Hall will have another attempt at bringing up 300 points for the season. No one's done that in any division.
And as I revert back to the first half, as the boys were heading in, I'd imagine Max said to them that the ball handling needs to be better when we get into the green zone, and that's exactly what the boys are doing now, so it's good to see a response.
Tough kick this. Just a metre or so in from this near touch line. He's taken it back 22 metres, right in front of the dugout, and he nails it. Right through from Craig Hall. 300 points for the season. For the points machine, Craig Hall.
Taking his points tally for the season to 300. Sponsored by East Yorkshire Shutters, Craig Hall.
And Rovers lead 30-16. Oh, how about that from Broadbent? Controlled it on his chest, and then before the ball hit the ground, he just dinked it back up and took it. And Rovers will be settled, I am sure. Lynham. Connor Jones spots a gap. Kerman goes with him. Last tackle, Rovers 40 away. Morgan Smith's hanging back, he wants this one. There he goes, right foot. Goes high and says chase that. Ferris goes after it. Lets it bounce, does Brett Ferris. Oh, and Yorker made a bit of a mess of this, but it's going to be a penalty for offside against Joey Leilua, I think. Leilua was in front of the kicker. He tried to cheat a couple of yards, the big man. Referee saw it. So York penalty. And the tries this afternoon for Jones, Bussey, Springer, Wildy and Lynham. First try outside of the pack this afternoon, Lynham's.
That's a good response from the boys in defence. They're getting up, making some tough tackles. That's what you want when there's an error.
Yeah, nice burst of 12 unanswered points. It was a 2-point ball game at 18-16. Bit of daylight now. And that 2 looks very nice now, doesn't it? Because it's a 14-point, a 3-score game. That's a poor loose pass from York's gone behind the line, and Levi Edwards will pick it up, and the tackle from Davis and Essay grounds him on halfway. Will Job, O'Hagan, they're going to be in touch far side. They dropped the ball anyway. It's a right mess from York, and Rovers will get the ball back. 18 to go. Gadwin Springer wants back on. So that'll be a breather for one of the big boys. Maybe Junior. We only had about a 5-minute break, 5-10-minute break first half. Gadwin's ready. Jones. Tom Lynham is the dummy half this time. Jones to Hardcastle. Good carry, Hardcastle. Davis, change of direction, back to the left with Wildy. Nowhere to go though. So he takes the tackle 20 metres out from the line. 2 to go this set. Jones to Davis, to Gadwin Springer, who's back on. Still going to the left side. It was Junior Moores to make way, and Briscoe takes it and spins, but nowhere to go. Last tackle. Right on the far right touchline.
I would like to see Leilua touch the ball a bit more, and
it's a great kick. That angle kick, Hall doesn't get there.
he definitely does some damage every time he touches the ball. It's just getting it to him.
Now it's going to be York ball, though. Tap 20 here. "16 minutes to go on Rovers TV. Featherstone, as it stands, heading for the victory. Unless there's a sting in the tail from the Knights. Springer and Ferris in the tackle. York have made a double change. And the kick in early for a 40-20. It's not going to make it. Broadbent's back. But Rovers have knocked on their own 20. So York will get their chance. So Ronan Dixon and Ronan Michael, the two Ronans, are replaced for York. That was the double change. They're the two men to come off. Well, York have a chance here. Will Job. One straight through the line was Liam Harrison. He's put the ball down. Wildy wanted to get away, but he's been brought back. The Rovers recover the ball from a dangerous position.
Great response from Josh. He's put a few down himself today, so that gains him one back.
Into the last quarter hour. Tell you what, I'm not looking forward to getting out on the pitch to do the post-match interviews in this. Looks pretty grim down there. There goes Leilua. Springer. Bit of a lull around the ground at the moment. Fans waiting to see if York have got anything left. That's a nice offload from young Sam Essay. Hardcastle takes it on. Rovers still in their own 40-metre line here. Morgan Smith sees everyone up and is going to kick early. It's a massive kick. He gets the bounce. Has he got another 40-20? Oh, they've kept it in. They've done brilliantly there. How have they kept that in? That was a monstrous kick from one side of the pitch to the other.
I'm really impressed with how the boys have defended in the second half, and Smith's kicking game's been on point as well. That's Hawley with another big tackle. I think that's put him at about 4 big dead stop tackles today. It's great work from Hall.
York's trying to run it out of their own 20-metre line here.
There he is, out the back, working again. It's good work by Craig.
A few latest scores from elsewhere. How about this in Super League? Wakefield leading St Helens 12-6. Barrow 18-4 up on Bradford. Crowd want a forward pass. York instead get a penalty. Batley 18, Widnes 20. What a job John Keir has gone in and done there. London 32, Halifax 6. Speaking of Paul Rowley, who I was with during the week, he said at the moment Halifax are better than Featherstone. Well, Halifax are losing 32-6 at London, Rowles. And Whitehaven 4 58 is the other score, with Sheffield and Workington kicking off in about 5 minutes' time. Junior Moore's back on. Sam Essay is the man to make way. And here come York. Have they got anything left? They've got time. They've got 12 minutes. They trail by 14. But Rovers have been defending their line well in the last quarter. Hall's had a pretty good game, I would say. Well, that was never played properly. The ref said you can have another 6 from there. He's wiped the tackle count clean, and he's explaining to the players why.
Yeah,
Thompson.
I think this next 10 minutes is going to be tough for the boys. I know we're down on troops with injuries, so it'll do us good to get some tough stuff in, roll the sleeves up, and especially leading into next week.
Well, that's a really long ball. He's taken that well. It was a huge pass, floated pass. The fullback and a grubber kick through. This could be anyone's.
That's great work by Joey.
Oh, they've recovered it. Joey Leilua's done brilliant for his team there. That had the try feel about it in the far corner, in front of the Blue Lagoon bar. And Percy's bar over there as well. And fair play to the hardy souls standing in the rain outside the ice cream van in front of Percy's bar.
I know, if they want to get to a bar, they should get down to Neverson Leap after the game.
Is that right?
That's where it's all happening.
Is that right, mate? Penalty Rovers. Is that your bar, is it?
No, that's actually a teammate of ours, Jesse Senlefeur's
Jesse's bar,
pub.
of course. Yeah.
Thai food, Sunday dinners,
I've
great
not been
service.
down.
Mate,
Does he have any nice alcohol-free beers? I don't drink anymore.
Yeah, I think they do.
If he does, mate, I'll come down.
I think it's in the girls section of the bar, actually, mate. Sugar-free as well.
Sam Essay and Josh Hardcastle, the other man replaced. That was the applause you just heard. 10 minutes to go. York are readying another change. Looks like Tom Inman beneath us. Rovers, have they got another score just to seal this contest? Oh no. Joey's knocked on. Far side. Leilua knock on, 20 metres from the line. Nine minutes left, 30-16. There's the Rovers lead. A few tired bodies out there. A lot of soaked bodies down there. Can Rovers see this one out? One more try would be nice. The York City Knights coaching staff behind me still believe. James Ford and Chris Clarkson. And is that a Knights knock on? And yes, it is. So Rovers, oh no, he's changed his mind again. Penalty.
I think Jordan Thompson's very lucky to get away with that. The ball hasn't
they
gone
make
out.
touch,
Oh,
just.
Nearly.
Broadbent tried to get there. We've just had the first 10-minute spell of the game without a try for either side, by the way. It's still in the balance, this. 8 minutes to go. York need to score now, but they're in a good position to do so. Paulie. Almost through there. 10 away, the big man. O'Hagan. Oh, straight through on his own. Massive gap just opened up.
That's a good try by the Ginger General.
And Brendan O'Hagan's through.
Showing and going. Textbook stuff by the Ginger General.
York aren't done yet. Third try for them. Fourth try for them, I beg your pardon. And it's Brendan O'Hagan with a kick to come. And suddenly we're seeing why that too was so important for the penalty.
Speaking of Gingers, there's my little mate, Keel Carlisle from Carlisle Financial, up in the hospitality box. To say hello to him and his team today.
Keel Carlisle, I remember. I've commentated on him before, I think.
Yeah, we used to call him the speed bump. The little ginger speed bump he was.
It's Liam Harris from just to the right of the sticks, no mistake. Another two. It's Featherstone 30, York City Knights 22. We've 6.5 to go. The Rovers lead is 8. And a reminder, they're down on the interchanges because of early first half injuries to Bussey and Jacks.
Yeah, there's a big 6 minutes coming up from the boys.
6 tries to 4.
This has been one of those, reminds me of the park footy games, you know, you just roll your sleeves up and tackle, balls come out everywhere. And It's wet and wild.
They're almost there, Rovers, but nothing stupid now. See this game out. That's a good defensive effort from Briscoe and Smith right side. York are starting on their 10 here. No penalties. Make them play their way out. Kermond in a cul-de-sac, wrapped up by Wildy and Hall. Great defensive set this. They've kept York in their own 20 again here. Thompson Wildy hits him hard. And they're going to be kicking on 20 again. Last tackle. O'Hagan kicks about 25 out. He sliced it as well. Oh, and he's... Gadwin Springer's been done for taking the kicker out late. Not sure how much there was in that personally. So we're not done yet. 5 minutes to go. York penalty.
Yeah, didn't really need that. 4 minutes to go. Game's kind of in the balance, so wasn't the smartest thing to do by Big Gads. Speaking of Frenchman, is it true that you speak French?
Oui, un petit peu.
C'est cool, mec, c'est cool. Moi, j'ai parlé français aussi.
Oh, really? Yeah, I was fluent. It was my degree at university. But I graduated 22 years ago.
Yeah,
so there's a little bit of dust on there.
If you're not speaking it all the time,
it's one of them. It's like, you know, if I speak to Gadwin or whatever, I can understand everything he says. But when you come to try and reply,
you lose your words.
It takes a while. It's really frustrating. I think if I went and lived back there for a few months, it would come back to me pretty quick. I do love the language. I would like to retire in the south of France. I'm sure most people would.
Yeah.
York, meanwhile, are attacking the line here. Well, we're talking about that with Thompson. Thompson dummies through. It's the last tackle. There's still 4 minutes to go. They're 10 away. Do they know it's the last? All the way back. O'Hagan kicks straight into touch, I think.
That's smart work by Briscoe.
Briscoe let it go.
It's, like I said, a very tough period for the boys here. No interchanges pretty much in this second half, and it's great to see everybody cleaning up for each other. That was a big focus point this week at training. So it's great to see them all doing it.
Three minutes left. Up the jumper time for Featherstone. York trying to turn the ball over here. Sure there'll be a few tricks in there. Smith, now Lynham taking a carry up the middle. 2 to go. Jones runs from dummy half. Last tackle on halfway. One good kick and chase and Rovers will be home. Wildy drills one down the touchline, he'll find touch. Beautiful
That's smart
kick.
work. That's smart work by Wildy.
Goes into touch inside the 10. And that should do it. 2 minutes left. Rovers 30. York City Knights 22. Post-match reaction to follow on Rovers TV and on the social media channels. I'll get down on the pitch, bring you immediate player reaction after the hooter and a considered interview from the head coach Brian McDermott too. And York with probably their last set of 6 here, trailing by 8 at 30 points to 22. Can they make something happen? Well, they're flinging the ball about a bit. Oh, they've got a half break over halfway. O'Hagan. Short ball, Pauly's got a bit of room. ankle tapped by Junior Moores, offloads on the ground. Still they fling the ball around. Big hit from Hall on Glover. James Glover still goes, last tackle. Last throw of the dice from the Knights. It's back with Brendan O'Hagan. Grubber kick through, not a grubber kick through, it was a little pop over the top in the end. Thompson was the chaser, but diffused by Broadbent, and that should do us.
Some tired bodies out there, but it's great to see the war of attrition and the boys come through the other end.
Broadbent. Kermond is the tackler. Final seconds of this one. Rovers are going to take another win. But again, it's been a real arm wrestle. York going over for 22 points as Leilua gets away and kicks it to himself up the line. What a kick from Joey, he'll chase it, it bobbles into touch. Great play from the big man.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see a bit more of that during the game, but I think he's saving it.
Well, that'll do us. Thanks to Tyler Heppy for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed it, mate.
Yeah, no, great experience. I'm off to get my Sunday dinner at the Neverson Leap. Cheers, buddy. See you later.
Thanks for everyone for tuning in today. Cheers to Tyler for joining us. Rovers march on. It was another tough one and another big win because York were here to play, but it's Rovers seeing it out for the two. Full time here at Post Office Road. Rovers win it and head to Summer Bash with a 30 points to 22 victory. See you next time.